It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Let's first get into what we know so far, okay? What we know so far. We have two images here. The thing that we have to say first and foremost is I have got confirmation that this is indeed an official IP collaboration. IP stands for intellectual property. All right, it's confirmed. We have a whole duration event beginning on the 1st of May. As far as I know, she's going to be up to the 26th. Okay, so she's going to be a hero in Hero Wars. There is a new hero coming, and Casual Credit Gaming asks a great question. Is there a new Tomb Raider game coming out or something? What's the point of the collab from their end? Money is the obvious upside for Crystal Dynamics. Crystal Dynamics, I believe, is the company Tomb Raider, copyright 96, 2024, Crystal Dynamics group of companies, all rights reserved. I believe at least it is money. That's what I think is happening. Is there a Tomb Raider game coming out? I bet you that there is a mobile Tomb Raider game coming out. I bet you there is. I bet you there is some kind of new mobile strategy game that is IP licensed around Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, and her universe, right? You know, all of the stuff that happens with there. The event is going to allow us to get Lara Croft. Let's talk about the issues. So, pre-ordering Lara Croft. Does this mean that you can only buy Lara Croft with real money on the 8th through the 13th, and that is the only way you can get Lara Croft? No, we have 100% confirmation that there will be an actual way to earn Lara Croft during the event like other heroes, right? So that is a big problem that everybody's having. Oh my God, pre-order. Does that mean the only way to get her is to pay? Put your mind at ease there. That's good stuff. Now, one of the other things that I wanted to mention here is this up here, unlock Lara Croft's unique talents. Now, I'm assuming, and I assumed as much in my video earlier this morning, that is Ascension Skills for Lara Croft on day one. It's the only thing, in my opinion, and maybe I'm wrong, it's the only thing that has parity with this powerful talisman note up here on the mobile version of the game. So what is happening here? Why does this matter? Well, if you are an average player, me, you, most of my chat, most of the people that watch my YouTube videos, you're gonna summon this hero. You're gonna get her to like 2 to 3 to 4 stars. You're gonna level her up a little bit, and then over the course of the next 6 to 9 months, you're gonna build a Lara Croft up, right? Or you're not, because you don't need her for your team, right? And that's very possible that you're not gonna need another marksman, you know, for your team. Very possible. She might be not in a position as far as frontline, backline, midline that you need. Maybe you don't need any more damage dealers, and that's fine. Some players have plenty of skin stones, plenty of artifact components, plenty of runes. They're just sitting on them. New heroes are not coming out fast enough. Those players that are maxing the hero, maxing the new Titan on day one, they will not be able to do that, or at least have a much harder time doing it because of the Ascension Skills and the or the talisman, depending on what version of the game you're looking at, right? Most players, including the super whales, don't have the materials to just max her Ascension tree, all 5 tiers, or to unlock and max her talisman. It is possible that you do, and I think that with enough money, anything is possible in this game. Obviously, it's a pay-to-win game first and foremost. But I think that they added this. I think that going forward, they're going to be adding the talisman or the Ascension Skills to new heroes. I think that's what's happening here, and I think it's so that the cost to level a new hero is going to go up. I think the cost of the amount of money that they're going to earn when a new hero is released, I think is gonna go up. Kind of a point of view there. Maybe I think that for most of us, it's not gonna matter, right? Most of us don't have 100,000 of every skin stone stacked up. Matter of fact, I know maybe a dozen people that do that have that situation, right? Maybe a dozen people, if that. So there's some other question marks here that we don't know yet. Some things like, what do we not know adventure to the ancient artifact. We're assuming that's the events. Get new hero and upgrader. Defeat all enemies. Is this one of those archdemon style activities where you want to defeat 300 enemies a day, right? Maybe it could be. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Unique skins. Does that mean like Lara Croft is getting skins out of the gate? Are other heroes getting skins? We know from the Android leak from last week that Oya, Cascade, and Celeste are getting those mythical skins, right? On mobile, but on Facebook and web, we don't know. Fight in dungeons. What dungeon do we know about so far? Like, there's only one dungeon in this game right now, and that is the Titan dungeon, right? The dungeon that you go to farm gold and Titanite and some Titan soul stones, you know, for your guild. Up here in the guild area, you go to the Titan dungeon. It also could mean some of those dungeon mini games, right? You know, there's a lot of these mini games in the ads that we see that we make fun of all of the time that, you know, they take place in a dungeon. Can't even use heroes in dungeon and mobile anymore. That's true. So Scott K, that makes me think that there is some kind of new thing that you're going to be able to use Tomb Raider in. Some kind of activity that looks like a dungeon. You know, it's not actually a dungeon, but kind of looks like it. One thing that we do know, though, thanks to Loadrunner, is there is a shop. At least on Facebook and web, this is the Tomb Raider shop. Now, obviously, Heidi is a placeholder. The Heidi coin is a placeholder. So we now know that the currency that you earn, and by the way, every day now for the next couple of days, you're going to be able to go in and, you know, on Facebook and web, you click on the avatar, you click on view story, you click on see more, and that's what gives you the daily reward. It's the same deal over on Hero Wars Alliance. Doesn't appear to be here yet. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's actually going to be the same thing on Hero Wars Alliance, but every day we're going to have an opportunity to earn some ancient coins, as well as the daily chest. And again, thanks to Loadrunner, this appears to be the shop for the Tomb Raider event, for the Lara Croft event, whatever it looks like. The currency is going to change from the Heidi coin to the Tomb Raider coin, whatever it was, the ancient whatever coin. Heidi here obviously is going to change to Lara Croft, and you're going to have Lara Croft Tomb Raider dolls right here. Now, this is the Facebook and web version of the game. I don't have a shop for the mobile version of the game, so I don't know if the same thing is coming to mobile. I don't know yet. How much they pay to get licensed? Good question, Frozen. Ancient coins will be for the Tomb Raider event. Yep. So Nexters is paying for IP. Yep. Gonna cost us. So, crossovers, collaborations. Are they a good thing? Some people are suggesting that this is a sign that we're running out of ideas. This is a sign that the company is changing to not be this self-contained world that's quite frankly stolen IP from other companies already. Soul Calibur, League of Legends, all of that. All of those could be true. It would surprise me very much if the reason that they did this is because they're running out of ideas. In no world do I think that that's the case. Do you want a pure, untarnished, self-contained universe of Hero Wars characters without crossovers like this? I think that you're allowed to have that opinion one way or the other. Just like you're allowed to have any opinion, right? It's subjective, that sort of thing. Crossovers and collaborations are incredibly effective. They're incredibly effective. What you're going to get is you're going to get a ton of people who love the Lara Croft franchise to try out Hero Wars just to play Lara Croft. I don't know how many there are, but I'll tell you this. For example, Lil Nas X was nobody. Mumble rapper, I think is what they called that style of music. He collaborated with Billy Ray Cyrus for Old Town Road, blew him up like crazy. Now, it was a good song, very catchy, well marketed, lots of things went into it. Billy Ray Cyrus, established name for a demographic, right? Lil Nas X, an established name for another demographic. Would I have ever thought that Billy Ray Cyrus, Can't Tell My Heart, My Achy Breaky Heart, country music fans would ever in their entire ancestry would listen to Lil Nas X? I would have thought you were crazy. It's just too different, right? It's just too different. But they're both blew up. Billy Ray Cyrus has had many attempts at a comeback, and while I don't think he's doing anything right now, because of Lil Nas X's injection of that youth, that different culture, a bunch of people discovered Billy Ray Cyrus that had no idea who he was because of age and different niche and genre and all that. A bunch of people discovered Lil Nas X who didn't know who he was because of age and different niche preferences and genre and all of that. Collaborations, if they're done well, are incredible. They're fantastic. In this instance, I think that Hero Wars is, obviously the lesser known IP of the two. It hasn't been around as long. Lara Croft Tomb Raider has been around since like 96, 95, I think, when the first game came out. And obviously Hero Wars has only been around for like 8 years, 7 years, 7, 8 years. I think this is great for the game. I think this is overall going to be a huge positive for the game if it's managed well. If it's managed well. Is this similar to how Raid had Ronda Rousey sponsored as a hero? Yeah, basically it's the same concept. It's the same concept as Ronda Rousey, yeah. Which faction do we think on mobile? Progress, but I think Honor is more likely unless she gets multiple factions of no assignments at all. I don't know. That's a good question. Since they pay for the rights of Lara Croft, I'm 99% sure that this hero will be OP and have a must-have hero just so that a lot of players will spend money. Yeah, I don't disagree. And by the way, Colin, most new heroes are really, really strong. I think only a few are not just incredible heroes. Like Tristan on Facebook and web is not great, but he's amazing on mobile. I think that's like the only swing and a miss on Facebook and web. Run DMC collab with Aerosmith. Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. Run DMC collab with Aerosmith was way bigger. That's way bigger than Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus. Yeah, Mark B, thank you for sharing that. Imagine the new ads coming out soon. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely gonna throw her in toilets and all kinds of stuff. Wave Nature could be. Yeah, so I don't know. I think here in a couple of days, we're gonna, I think every day we're gonna get more information about it. I think every day we're gonna get more teases. She will raid the tomb of skeletons summoned by Morgan, could be. Run DMC, Anthrax, Bring the Noise. Oh yeah, Run DMC did some good stuff.